Hello everybody, I'm Elio, and let us continue playing Super Mario Galaxy. Last time, we caught up with Bowser and spun our way to victory, although he warped away to fight us another day. But by beating him, we opened up this new dome here, the Kitchen Dome, which we shall be continuing with in this part. And if I could go to the level select screen, thank you. We can continue with Ghostly Galaxy, which we just touched upon last part, but now we can really get into the meat of things. Huh, meat. Sort of foreshadowing there, you'll see why in a minute. But anyways, second mission, a very spooky sprint. It's not so much a sprint, this race, that we're going to be doing in this mission, but again, getting a bit ahead of myself. And if you look in the background there, you can actually, the little yellow glowing spot there is where the star's going to appear, well, sort of. Now, see that in a lot of other missions as well, see where the star's going to be. It's a neat little detail. Put the star bits here, because we can, and avoid the fire, which I quite often have, end up jumping into without meaning to. And pull ourselves over to this launch star, which I've actually learned the name of now, launch star instead of warp star, or whatever I was calling it before. And collect plenty of star bits. And you can collect that batch, there's a batch of 8 rocks down there if you want the star bits from that. I think they're a little out of the way right now, and here's Mr. Booman, who we're going to be racing. I don't remember if he has an official name, if he has one. Anyways, let us race for the indescribable it. Unspecified it. Anyways, as I mentioned before, this isn't so much a sprint as it is pulling yourself with these pull stars to the end as fast as you can. The trick with pulling yourself on every other pull star can work well here if you have a good path laid out, but I don't quite. So I don't often use that trick in this race. The meat back there is one of the more annoying obstacles in this race because it'll bounce you around and you'll get discombobulated and waste a little time, and you can use that sling star as I did back there. Saves a little time. And right here we have a nice little path along the side which will take us to the finish. I didn't quite do it under 50 seconds, but I've done it before. Certainly that time isn't bad at all, really. Around 50 seconds. And we'll get our star. But I wanted a PS3. Well, you did say it. You didn't specify. But in all seriousness, I would like a Sony console one day. Maybe a PS3. Probably more likely a PS2, because some games on Sony consoles that aren't on others I'd really like to play again, like Rayman M. I remember enjoying that game with friends. Motorstorm, which I remember being a PS3 launch title, I believe. It was an awesome racing game, that. Let's play that again. And of course, Persona 3, which is pretty much my favourite game that I've never played. But enough about Sony for now. We've got a Nintendo game to focus on here. Mission 3 of Ghostly Galaxy, Beware of Boulder, Geist, which has one of the more infamous bosses in this game. Though he's also one of my favourites. Partially because of the challenge, to be honest. Although I don't think I find him as hard as other people do. And for some reason you don't do a little pose at the start of the mission there and stand on top of there, so you can just go around the Starship Toad more quicker than usual. And to bonk off your head. Bonk! And no, I'm not going to be able to jump over that chain jump, and instead I'm going to be knocked back by it. Thought that could have ended badly, but it didn't, thankfully. Star bits, and from this portrait is going to spawn new enemies, Bamboos. Well, I don't know if that's their official name, but I shall call them Bamboos. And you can shake the Wii remote when they come close, so you can spin them around you and blow up obstacles like the Bowser trophies back there. Bowser statues. And this spider is just perfectly positioned for you to spin right into his face. And knock him out and get some star bits. And beat these spiders along the way for you more star bits. I think I'll jump on you and get a coin so I have more life. Oh! He almost hit me as well. Jeez, getting a little careless. Get these star bits here too. A lot of opportunities for star bits on this planet. It's crazy. Let's stick this up here. they want to head into the warp star right away, because I might as well get those star bits while they're there. Love the music. And get rid of these bamboos while you can, because they can cause trouble over here. And now we have sling pods here, so we can collect the 5 cool starships. This sling star here always bothers me for some reason though, because when you launch up, when you launch up, it doesn't allow you to spin into another sling pod, which annoys me. It just saves some time, that's all. Here it is, pull ourselves over here. You want to collect that starship last, the one I did, just because it saves you a little time. And I didn't preferably want to land on the inside of this planet, because it's a bit slow when you're bouncing around in there. And whoa! Just launched ourselves around, that was cool. And now we have a Luma shop, which I don't think I've pointed out before, but you can get 1-ups and life shrooms from them if you think you're going to have trouble with the boss. On this obvious boss arena, and here he is, Boulder Geist. Roar, I'm gonna kill you. Whatever. His basic form actually kind of reminds me of Bogmar, I guess it's just the eyes. Solid yellow eyes. And boom. Aim to avoid the rocks. And blow him up. Oh, good form a couple of stalagmites, alright then. And give some more rocks, because from the black rocks come the bomb bullets, which is going to need to be in. And boom! And now we've got to use the bamboos to hit his, like, red uvula, or whatever that is. It kind of looks like a uvula. This close to his mouth, anyway. What if it's even his mouth? Could be a scorch for all I know. Anyways, here's where things get a little more tricky. Where he starts spawning hands, which can block the bamboos that you'll want to spin around and hit with. But the trick I learned with this is, if you stay close to him after he spawns the bamboos, then he'll lift up his hands, so you can just get free hits on him without his hands being in the way. Just gotta be careful with this in a later version of this mission though. Staying close with him, that is, so you don't run into him. And boom! Ho-ho! Don't do that too often, just spin the bamboo right into his uvula thing, his sack. Fine, I'll call it his sack. Anyways, get the starbits here while I can. I'm getting a lot of starbits in this mission, it's crazy. Got like 81 there. And we get our star. We fly back. Is there like a pine tree there in the background? Just by the window there? I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Huh. Yeah, well. Save your game. No, because that would waste time. And you want us to do it already, do you, game? Alright then. Yeah. We've got the Daredevil coming to do, and it's with Boulder Geist. We've got to do Boulder Geist without getting hit. This is widely infamous as one of the hardest missions in the game, though I don't find it that hard anymore. I know I used to, but probably from my recent practice playthroughs, it doesn't seem so hard anymore, especially with that trick I learned by staying close to him. Anyways, 1 health. That's all we have for this guy, so let's make it count. Roar. Is that like a tree there? It's just a tree, a dead tree, hovering in space. Fine. How about your way, Nintendo designers? Just spawn a black rock. There we go. You throw your rocks at me, and I hit you, and we're all already going to be done with your first spawn. Boom! I'm getting that. I'm getting into a habit of doing that, hitting him right away. Now here's where things get truly tricky in this fight. Where it starts spawning the hands, and the longer you stay in this fight, the more likely you are going to die, so ideally you want to get it over with quickly. And don't aim the star bits, preferably at the bamboos, because that would be bad. Blow him up, and where did the other bamboo go? There he is. Whoops. Boom. Whoops. almost walking into his hands here. Not a good habit to get into. And spawn more rocks, Mr. Boulder Geist. I just need one, but apparently you're going to give me two. Don't get hit. Hit him with the bamboo. Grab the bamboo, and boom! Hit his sack for massive damage. It like streaks as well, which is like super satisfying here when you kill him. Especially since he can be kind of difficult. I like that they give you the star bits, by the way, at the beginning of this mission, just so you can aim them at the rocks. That can be kind of helpful too, especially in the Daredevil run. Just so the spare rocks don't hit you as much when you're trying to focus on the nearby bamboos that he spawns. Anyways, one of the hardest missions in the game done. In my personal opinion, it's definitely not the hardest. I'll mention it, the actual mission that I think is the hardest when we get to it, or at least the mission I typically have the most trouble with, but we have one more star to do here in Gusty Galaxy, so into mission 2, a very spooky sprint. And skip cutscenes. Hit around like so. I love you can just spin around like that. And then do a nice little fancy triple flip and meow up here. And put that Zubat right in the face, I guess. And then use this launch star to head to our secret mission, which I really like the idea of these kind of levels where if it's in the certain space it exists, and the matter doesn't exist if it's not in that certain space. I don't know what's in that question mark block there. If it's starbits, oh well. You, go away! You're not supposed to be there. Never been there before. Go away! Stop looking at me! That's probably what he's saying to me, though. Keep them in vision so they keep hiding so they won't hurt me. Yeah, then you could Super Mario World potential now. And get these starbits on the way, because I can. Whoops! Almost cut it close there. And head over here. I got the starbits for this as well. You didn't. Get the starbits in there, and you didn't even get to see what is in there because I collected it so fast, but it was a question mark coin which sets off this track here, starts this zone moving, the zone of matter. And just collect a key for a coin. I don't know why when there's 2 coins up there. And continue back flipping up here. Collect the key. Might as well get this one up. Even though it's not going to be much use for me, personally. Because hopefully I shouldn't die anymore. I have done in the last few parts, but hopefully not anymore. And open up this door to get our star. The door was still closing during the animation. Still opening, excuse me. And that concludes Gusty Galaxy, for now at least. So apart from the Bowser Galaxy, we just got one more galaxy to do, which is a minor galaxy. Though, probably the most major of the minor galaxies, as you'll see, but again, getting out of myself. Open up Buoy Base here. Hey, we got 40 stars, we're a third of the way through. We're getting all the stars, that's neat. Neat. But it's my... whatever. Okay. Buoy Base Galaxy, the floating fortress. Another one of my favorite galaxies here, actually. The music kind of sells this level as well. Yeah, for the most part, for me. So cool. Really does feel like you're storming a fortress while listening to this music. Ground pound here. Camera, if you could sort yourself out, please. Thank you. And because we're not Luigi, we can just spin as much as you like. Spin as fast as we can, and TranquElliyo Ted, if you could come over here and not get destroyed along the way, that would be the nicest of things. Don't get too close to me. I would like my personal space. So we'll put the starbits here while we can. And camera, don't freak out. Jeez. Camera's just crazy today. Just this galaxy that does it, I think, just trying to trick it out as I am. So head up, and there's bloopers, one of the few appearances of bloopers in this game, actually. This is like one of the only 2 galaxies they appear in, I think. Now, heading up this base, in my recent playthrough profile, I was like super bad at this, so I just kept falling down and kept getting hit by obstacles like the amps we're going to be seeing up ahead. Whoops. Didn't mean to quite jump like I did there. No, don't do that to me. And I didn't manage to triple jump, so I can just backflip up and get this base moving. You can collect 4 of these star chips before starting the base moving, but you still need to make it move for one certain star chip, which was the first one I actually collected just then. Whoops. I didn't know why I said whoops, I should have said yay, because that was a pretty cool move I just did there. Back to the top here. Just need a good vantage point to get to the top. Towards the top here. And collect this star chip. Preferably want to go from the bottom up, as we're going to see here, and top of this top man or top woman here, because that kind of looks like it's got a skirt, if you ask me. And pull ourselves up here to quite possibly my favorite planet in the game. So, jump around here, and get on this screw, and who's that Pokemon? It's Staryu! You see what I did there? I'm a huge Poke fan. What can I say? Anyway, let's spin down and collect our star. Hurrah! Love that fanfare. And back. Now, because it's a minor galaxy, you might think we're done with Boo Base right now, right? Because the minor galaxies usually only have 1 star. Wrong, and this is pretty much the only minor galaxy in the game that has 2 stars in it, though. For good reason, because the star we're going to be collecting here is different. And funny that we're collecting it as the 42nd star. The special star we're going to be collecting is the answer to life, the universe, and everything, apparently. Anyways. Head back into Floating Fortress. I do not need previews. And camera, don't freak out on me again. I know I'm doing stuff in a way that you probably wouldn't like, but cooperate with me. And Edo Ted, follow me over to this cage here with this pipe. Please hit the cage and not me. That'd be swell. And now head down this pipe. It is slightly gravitating, that pipe there. And now we can long jump over here, just because we can. I don't know what happens if you fall on that glass there. I think it's just glass and there's not much to worry about. Don't get hit by the electric orbs, preferably. And full bell, if you could spawn now, please. I think we have to jump in front of it. Yeah, there we go. We have these two follow us. Hopefully they don't hit the electric orbs, and hopefully they don't crash into each other. If I can attract one... Oh, fine, I'll attract both, but at least they're delayed from each other. And if you could hit the cage, and so we can get this star. But it's green. How about that? Ta-da! Super green and sparkly. Maybe we'll learn something about it right now. And unfortunately, it's going to pull us out of the dome when we only have one more galaxy to do in there. Kind of unnecessary, if you ask me, but it is what it is. That's complete. 405 star. It's making good progress. Yes, let's get a green power star. They have special power. And that's the green luminous about them. We're not going to see... No, I won't answer the mail right now. Because I don't plan to do that mission. He's going to have... I believe the mail code actually has the letter for a new Luigi mission right now, but I'm not going to do it right now. I might end up doing it later, depending on time, but... Anyways, speaking of time, let's stick to the present, shall we? And move on to Junius' Starship Armada. We've got like 19 more stars than we need to actually unlock this galaxy, Aluna. Just collecting so many stars ahead of time. At least, what? I guess it does make sense that you include less stars than what you actually could possibly have, so you can progress, if that made any sense. I kind of spoke kind of muddled up there. Hopefully you understood the gist of what I was saying then. And I believe the name of this mission was something like sinking the battleships, even though I don't remember you sinking a single battleship in this mission, except for one, but we'll get to that. And hopefully these lasers don't hit me like they just did. Ah well, I'll take this Magic Cooper's life away and recover my own. You don't launch at me, bullet bills. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. And ground pound here to knock over the Wigglers. Which is sad. My brother would disapprove, because Wigglers, I believe, are his favourite Mario enemy. And I must admit, I do find them kind of cute myself. Completely ignore that bug. And Starbits are going to fall here, so if you unclick the Starbits, watch out for them, but also watch out for the cannonballs that are coming by as well. Oops! Because it is very easy to get hit by them and then get knocked off the edge. It's not the funnest of things. And you can triple jump up there, but I actually want to kill this Magic Cooper and get a coin back. Well, that was kind of worthless, wasn't it, if you're just going to hit me and make me lose life anyway. Yeah, and here's Bowser Jr. You just don't give up! Fine then, I guess I'll just whoop you myself. You want this grandstand bed? Just having a ticket from me. And this is really cool. This is the one time in the game you actually fight Bowser Jr. directly. Which I always find kind of cool. Anyway, just collecting the shells we need here. If you could hit that, fine, you just gotta circle around me. Hit a wall then. Do something, just don't hurt me. Fine, go to the ground. Hit the ground, that's fine. You can actually hit Bowser Jr. in this fight and you can get a ton of Starbits from it, but if you aim carefully enough, you're more likely gonna end up hitting the ship anyway. You preferably want to deal with the Magic Coopers whenever you can as well, as soon as you can, because they can be problematic with the fire summoning magic. And Magic Cooper, I will hit you, or jump on top of you, that works too. And no! I hate it when the fireballs hit the Coopers. Everything hits the Coopers, because it means I can't beat this guy, and the fireball destroyed my Koopa shell right as I was about to beat it. And if you could destroy the bullet bill, that fireball, thank you. Whoa! I didn't even see you two. This boss is just making me so frantic. Ah, but it's done now. And again, sinking the airships is the name of the mission, but that was the only airship we sank. Well, it's more like a spaceship, I guess. Let's not get technical here, it's Nintendo. And so, we got our 4th Grand Star! Oh-wee. Oh-wee. I believe it's from a YouTube poop tag. Wow, I love it. Blast off! And now it's like turquoise colour. As I mentioned before, I'm pretty sure turquoise is my favourite colour. And once again, we open up a new dome. What? You think you can do it better? Come on, try me. Need more Starbits. And a new galaxy, more like every single one in the dome. Thanks to you and your friends, the dome's on the lower level working again. Hooray! And when the engine room is working, we can fly to the center of the universe. Find our special one. Anyways, what time are we at here? Around 24 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna start the bedroom dome now. I could technically do the Luigi mission, but I think with the time I have left, the best thing I can do now is do a couple more stars, in the bedroom dome here, and of course we've spotted the enemy base already. Which galaxy haven't we spotted in this dome already? So open up our first galaxy here, Gusty Garden Galaxy. Definitely a fan favorite, this one, especially with the music, which I will admit I love it myself. Who doesn't? I don't know if it's my favorite. It might be. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm gonna say it is for now at least. Bunnies in the wind. Well, the bunny isn't exactly in the wind. There's bunnies and there's wind, but there's not bunnies in the wind. But I'm getting technical here. Stupidly pedantic. Orchestrated goodness. Squeeze. Anyways, enough fangasming over the music and do you press A? I think you press A to let go of the dandelion there. Saves you a little time when you've got quite a ways to fall. Whoops! I could have got that sooner than I should have. Yeah, make the most out of the dandelion. I spam too early, that's what I'm trying to get across here. And I'll completely ignore the piranhas. And continue on here. You want to collect the question mark coins as you go along, of course, so you can get as many starbits as you can. I imagine if you use the dandelion sparingly there, you can head to the planet over there, which we're eventually going to be heading to anyway. Jump on you. Thought he was going to take quite a while to beat there, that would have been a problem. And if I could jump on you so I could get health. Fine. No, denied apparently. And spin over to this planet, and that piranha there, the big piranha, is actually a red herring. If you beat him, you just get a 1-up, it's not the way to proceed. And long jump away around here. This is where you actually need to kill a piranha to proceed. Put his head, and we have a warp star. Launch star. Just learn the name of the damn thing, and you're now not even using it. Now this mission, it kind of annoys me a little bit, because this is one of the hardest bunny chasing levels. You want to catch me, boing? You annoy me? Get over here. Because he does stuff like that and go through the hedge, and there's some of the tricky stuff he tries to pull off during this level. But I found what you can do is, there's a certain point where I don't think I'm going to be able to do it anymore. That just made things worse. I could have sniped him, technically, when he would have gone down that hole there, but I still caught him. Yeah, I would have gone down that rabbit hole there. You can actually long jump towards the hole and snipe him on his way there, so you can get him more quickly. But, well, however the way you do it, you get the star. You get the point. You can fly back here. I like the appearance of the bedroom dome. Very purple, I guess. Rosalina really likes purple, I guess. I think she'd be more of a sky blue person, but maybe that's just a dress. Whatever. And with 3 minutes, we can head over to the minor galaxy, because if we head to any other galaxy now, we'd be a bit short in time for it. So head over here to Honeyclimb Galaxy. I actually did remember the name of it. Cool. Scaling the sticky wall. It's sort of like a tutorial for B Mario, except you've already seen B Mario before, excuse me. So, I don't know. We'll just get on with it regardless. So, come B Mario here, and this is very exploitable because you can just tap A, and it brings you higher up the cliff if you use it well. If you use the hovering, if you time the hovering well. That's what I'm trying to say here, but once again, can't get my point across. Hover over here, and then lots of starbits to be found here. Collect them all. More Pokemon catches phrases for you. I didn't need to break that crystal, but I did, and I'm on the brink of sneezing here, if you excuse me. And hover over here. There's even more starbits, and this could end up killing me if I'm not careful. I don't know why I ended up going down. That was probably even more dangerous. There we go. Price is averted. And land on the honeycomb. I got it. So many starbits to be had here. It's crazy. I'd probably say, personally, this is a better starbit grinding level than even Sling Pod Galaxy, because it's about the same length, but you get even more starbits. It's crazy. And then, of course, there's these bugs. I don't know if you can actually kill them, because if you ground pound, I think you'll just end up gravitating downward and not towards the honeycomb. So, I wouldn't risk it myself. But more starbits. We've already got 160 here. It's crazy. This is... I will say this. I will say this is probably the best starbit grinding level in the game. At least in my opinion. Whoa! Avoid the bug. And collect our star. So, that should be our final star of the video. So, I'll say we made great progress in this video. We finished off the kitchen dome and made a modest start on the bedroom dome, so I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time when we shall continue the bedroom down.